every artist that I know, and even huge artists I don't know, I've seen interviews with them, how at times they feel like imposters. And it's common. And but I came across this quote the other day. Might have been Jimmy Carr. He was talking how, or he may have been saying the same quote. Doesn't matter, but said if you aren't experiencing imposter syndrome every 10 months to a year, you're not leveling up. And I thought that was really cool. It's like, because, you know, you get comfortable at a certain level. And for me, it was when I started playing in the Wormy Dog on Monday nights back in the 90s. I found this comfort. I could have stayed there.
Yeah.
I could have easily stayed there.
And just
kept playing Piano Man, keep playing, you know, funny songs that make the drunk crowd laugh. And I would pack it out. I'd have 150 people on a Monday. And then I'd get around somebody who was doing something better than me, and then I'd feel like such a fucking imposter. You know, but that just means I hadn't leveled up.
That's a really great way to see that.
Leveling up out of that into like, okay, Great Divide, we were big fish in the small pond. And go out to Nashville, and you know, and then you're in this bigger pond, and you got imposter syndrome.
And then when I started making you play the less popular songs, that brought up imposters. In a way, not but something in that, because it's like, well, how I can be powerful is by doing what everybody loves. Because we have that conversation. But really what makes you powerful is by digging in deep. Yeah,
deep to what I think needs to be expressed.
Yeah, which is
delivered.
Elevating yourself, and therefore elevating those around you. Because there's that whole thing of like complacency and comfortability can sometimes just be laziness. Yeah. Maybe not laziness, I hate that word.
It's just comfort. Like it's comfort. Ease. Why struggle?
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have to struggle. And and for a long time, I felt as confident as I've ever felt. You know? And outside of that realm, though, I was the most, you know, unconfident.
So in that way, then, Crow and Gazelle...
So what I'm asking is, how do you deal with imposter syndrome? Or what do you think about it?
Yeah, well, because I've had it majorly.
Well, I feel like I've had a ton of different musical milestones. Like, okay, it was playing this bar on Mondays, and then it was, we packed out tumbleweeds regularly. Now we're playing all around, and I've done this and that. And you're new in your musical journey. You know, you're 2 years in.
Yeah, and, you know, I think if I honor what just came up, I mean, I had it so bad and would play, even though I could play the drum, because nothing about what I'm doing now is any different than when I started playing it 3 years ago, except I'm doing it with more confidence. You know, I'm playing the same instrument. It's not like I went from a $100 Takamine Yaka What's It Yamaha.
Yaka What's It.
To you know, I just have more confidence and I trust myself. But for me, I really think what comes up, and I'm just going to honor this, is that it's honoring that it is just part of my spiritual journey. Like, hitting that drum is part of healing. It's part of what I'm supposed to do. It's what came after this mini stroke, and it has shook loose and freed me in ways. It frees me because it's shamanic, you know, and it allows me, you know, the guitar I carried around for 10 years while I didn't have a home and would move from couch to couch. Like, I never learned it, because it wasn't the right time. But I also think it just wasn't my instrument. And now I'm not only okay with that, like that acceptance is freeing.
You're trying to lure me in with that guitar.
Yeah. Also, we did I did for the first time a hero's dose of mushrooms in April of 2024. And it changed the makeup of my existence.
How so?
I dropped a lot of that imposter syndrome. I dropped a lot of self-doubt. I saw myself differently.
And my face melt.
And your face melted. And when you died in the yard, I knew that everything is as it's supposed to be. And I am right where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And the only thing holding me back is this. It's in my mind. And that if I just allow and experience this music as like part of my path, then I am, I'm not an imposter in my own journey. Like, so how can I...
Just when we compare.
When we compare, and so...
Comparison is the thief of joy.
And in that way, so that it's on tape, in case I want to share it for something, one of the biggest... I would, get so worked up when we would go somewhere, especially where other musicians were going to be. Think about that. Especially if there were other women musicians, I would be so self-aware in a debilitating way. How do I deserve this? And aware, because I used to be an agent of what it takes to get to go play at the places that we get to play. So by proxy, I get to play at these places and these cool things because of your experience. And I would really beat myself up internally, I'm just piggybacking. I'm not, I don't deserve this. And I went through all that. And then after those mushrooms and that experience, I started seeing that that's not true.
That's someone else's voice you imagine is saying things.
Because the thing is, my experience does allow me to stand on those big stages. Even though I haven't been being a musician, I've been doing the work to get there in other ways. All kinds of other work.
You did the soul work.
The soul work.
Which made me want to do soul work. And then the more I did that, the deeper I got. And that's because you are standing there by me. You did a lot of soul work where I might have did a lot of road work.
Yeah.
A lot of clubs, a lot of this and that.
Which then, thinking about it, then that makes our pairing, that makes it work.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, good question. Okay, last one I had was, are you at peace with this record we made? Are you at peace with knowing what we're going to put out into the world?